Thank you so much for joining me. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Cynthia, spiritualist who works at the in-depth level of the soul. That means I work on a no-nonsense, practical level that teaches how to develop solid common sense when you are on your spiritual path. And this is why I felt it necessary to have a heart-to-heart in this video, because a lot of women are upset right now because of the format that I have on this channel. They feel that I should be just sticking only with twin flames or only with near-death experiences or the psychic realm. And a number of people have chosen to leave, and that's fine, because I am not going to stop doing what I do to cater to those who aren't getting the message, because that is what I am here for, is to bring guidance. And if I'm going to bring you the truth, that means we're going to look at every aspect of life. Not just twin flames, not just near-death experiences and mediumship, because none of that serves a higher purpose unless you are spiritually grounded and centered and in alignment with God to the point that you truly understand that this divine presence created you, and you are here to live accordingly in order to raise your level of consciousness and express a higher level of mentality, a higher way of living that involves truly paying attention to every aspect of your life. And so often, when people decide to come on the spiritual path and they believe they're having a big spiritual awakening, it is because they want something. It's either a twin flame or a soulmate, somebody that they feel is their true soul connection, or they want a magical ticket to success really quickly in a career, even if they have not honed their skills and don't know what they are doing and are basically winging it through life. When it boils down to it, you cannot absorb anything by osmosis, by any teacher or practitioner on YouTube. You have to develop yourself. Nothing is going to come to you by saying dry mantras, incantations over and over again, praying dry prayers that you don't feel like reciting, that are not in your heart, and going the route of false positivity, where you don't want to talk about anything that is unpleasant, yet life is in a complete turmoil that can't be managed on any level. Everything is falling apart. Lots of lack, lots of limitation, lots of adversity, no functional relationships, cruelty, abuse, anger, resentment. And when I start to get to the bottom of it, people get mad. Because, hey, it's unpleasant to face the facts. And the truth of the matter is, no one should ever attempt anything in depth spiritually if they are not ready to see the darker side of things. If they are not ready to face the repercussions of the choices they have made and the level of consciousness that they were in when they made those choices, that brought them into the mental and emotional state that they are currently in. Because anyone who begins to seek guidance through meditation or tarot or mediumship or contact in any other way without a solid belief system, and I'm not talking about organized religion, I'm talking about a solid, clear-cut connection to God, is going to find themselves in deep trouble, and a lot of bitterness and a lot of anger and a lot of resentment. And this is not what I am here for. I am not here to sugarcoat anything. I'm going to tell it how it is. Because only when you see how it really is can the healing truly begin. Because the longer that one buries their head in the sand, the longer it's going to take to evolve at a soul level, and eventually it's going to come a time where it will be sink or swim. And I can tell you this, Now that we have entered fully into the age of Aquarius, there are a lot of people that are simply not going to make it because they are going to fall apart mentally and emotionally because they do not want to be responsible for their own thoughts and are continually laying blame on other people because they're not following through for them in the way they believe they should be. This is very serious. So serious that if one does not pay full attention, they could find themselves in a very compromising situation that could even end their life prematurely. So, as we go through the close of this year and this beautiful Christmas season and move into the new year, those of you who want to stick with me, to keep in contact with me, I'm happy to have you aboard, and I will do anything I can to help you. Will I discuss twin flames again? Absolutely. I am well over 40 years on my spiritual path now. Twin flames are not something that I came upon accidentally. I was well educated about them, so much so to the point that I never expected my own to show up in my life when he did. But did it become my entire life? Absolutely not. Because for me to teach one way would be doing all of you a grave injustice. It would not be ethical, and it wouldn't be moral. For me to give false hope is not ethical. For me to tell you how you can heal on an inner level by facing everything you don't want to face, that is true ethics. Because that is what we have come here to do, and that is to express the glory of God even when your life may not be reflecting this perfect example of a lifestyle, perfect health, perfect finances and relationship. Those are all added blessings and gifts. We should have joy and happiness in our lives, on our path, absolutely. But we won't get to that point if we are bogged down and burdened by all the responsibilities that we have neglected to face. And for myself, I can tell you I dealt with some whoppers. But the whole time I have dealt with them, I've known that I wouldn't have wanted to opt out of it, because all of them were for a purpose. Even a horrible illness with several major surgeries and more to go, and caregiving my mother, who became completely incapacitated. So, if anyone knows, it's me. And on that note, I'm going to end this video. If you would like to stick with me through the rest of the journey as we grow together at a soul level, I would love to have you. And if you feel it's time to bid me adieu, I wish you much love and many blessings on your journey as well.